Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Leatherneck Insider. I'm Caden Strenz.
And I'm Kobe Blackmon. We're starting things off with our TSSR Game Time Live Athlete of the Week. I got a chance to speak with this week's winner. Congrats to Rayvon Wright and congrats to the team on a successful indoor season.
WIU women's basketball superstar Mia Nicastro won her 6th OVC Player of the Week award this season and is now also a semifinalist for the Becky Hammond Mid-Major Player of the Year award. Leatherneck Insider reporter Patrick Cummings had the opportunity to speak to Mia Nicastro about her recent success.
WIU women's basketball player Mia Nicastro is now a semifinalist for the Becky Hammond Mid-Major Player of the Year award. I had the opportunity to speak to Nicastro about how she feels about this accomplishment.
It's really cool. Obviously, there's only 10 mid-major players in the whole country that are selected for that list. So it's just a really humbling, kind of just a surreal kind of feeling. But again, I attribute all my success just to my whole team and just how well we're playing as a group and how well, they allow me to just play my game and how much they believe in me, how much my coaches believe in me. So I'm just really lucky to play in such a supportive environment.
Nicastro was then asked, what does it mean to her to win her 6th OVC Player of the Week award?
At this point, I'm not really concerned with the weekly awards or my stats or anything like that. I'm just glad that we're winning and we're putting on such good performances night in and night out. We're just continuing to show people that we're the best team in the league. And I mean, it's obviously every week it's still kind of cool, but at this point I'm just much more concerned with winning and just doing whatever I need to do to help the team win.
Nicastro then talks about the current energy in the locker room as the team nears the OVC tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I think all of us are just getting really excited because I think we're playing our best basketball right now. We just had a huge win against Southern Indiana yesterday. Shout out Addie Brownfield for an amazing defensive performance. But I think every game we're just playing better and better, and everyone's just playing their role so well, and we're just gaining so much momentum into the conference tournament. So we're all just excited. Players are excited, coaches are excited, and we're ready to go win a conference championship, hopefully.
From Leatherneck Insider, I'm Patrick Cummings.
Thanks, Patrick. And staying on the hardwood, let's take a look at some of the highlights for last week. Last week, the 22-4 Western Illinois women's basketball team faced off against the 18-11 Eagles of Morehead State in an attempt to not only keep their undefeated home record, but clinch a double bye in the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament. We'll start things off in the first quarter with Brownfield down to Nicastro, who hits the fadeaway jumper to cut the lead down to 2. She's been doing that all season. And possession immediately after the Leatherneck swing it around the court and find Nicastro down low once again, who works her way around the defender to tie the game in the first quarter. We'll jump ahead into the third quarter of a very tight game. The Leatherneck down by 4. We see Reed to Nicastro over to Brownfield, who dumps it down to Shetley down low again. She spins her way around the defender and keeps it a one-score game. Not too long after, sees Reed to Meadows, who takes the long 3 and gets to go for the Leatherneck lead. Fourth quarter of action, and the Leathernecks have been able to maintain their lead. Brownfield up top decides she does not need any help as she drives away to the paint to make the buzzer beater shot and extend the lead. Shetley with the ball down low gets it to Brownfield for the 3 to cap off the Leatherneck scoring run and seal the game for the Leathernecks. Then we go on this game to finish the game 74-53, advancing them to 23-4 and 15-3 in conference. This not only extends the Leatherneck's home game winning streak to 15 with no losses, but also clinches the double bye for the Ohio Valley Conference Tournament. Meanwhile, the Eagles falls to 18-12 overall, 13-6 in conference. The Leatherneckks will play for the Ohio Valley Conference regular season championship at home today against Lindenwood at 1 p.m. Coverage of the game can be found on ESPN+.
Yeah, and with those 2 wins at home, Kobe, the Leathernecks improved to 15-0 overall at home. That includes every conference win by double digits. Earlier this week, the Leathernecks, as you said, did clinch the double bye in the OVC tournament after the loss from Morehead State to University of Southern Indiana. That means the worst that they can get is the 2 seed. All the Leathernecks have to do is just win one of those final 2 games to clinch the top seed in the tournament.
Don't go anywhere. We'll talk about the Diamond after this break.
Taking me home, taking me home.
Here
I engineer the future.
Here, I have countless opportunities. Here, I do research.
Right here at Western.
Your vision.
My goal is to work at a top 100 television station as a reporter, anchor, and a producer.
Our mission.
Thanks to Western, I have a resume that would beat out most students from the top journalism schools in the country.
This is Western Illinois University.
I am a success story. I am a Leatherneck.
Welcome back inside Silly Hall. The WIU baseball team won their recent series against the Akron Zips in the last game of the series. Gage Hoover called game in front of his family and friends. LA reporter Nathaniel Rogers has more.
Gage Hoover was picked up in the offseason as a transfer and has made an impact early. I had the chance to speak with him about his, as described by head coach Terry Davis, game-winning home run.
It was very exciting, good team win. The dugout running third was electric. It was awesome. You know, just the guys on the team there. It's a special bond, and we're going to try to keep it going this weekend. We're going down to Louisiana and hopefully win a series there.
He hadn't played in over a week, so I asked him about getting the start in the series finale.
I think it's really just a mindset. I mean, you know, you just got to stay ready when your shot's given and take best advantage of it.
Being from Tennessee, I asked him how it felt to play in front of his family.
It was awesome. You know, my family's far away from home, and we got a chance to go home to Tennessee, and for them to be there, it was awesome. Yeah.
My final question for him was how he's a spark plug after not playing in the first two games.
You know, there's a special bond on the team. I mean, any guy that did that, I think the crowd would have erupted, their dugout. It was just awesome. It didn't matter if it was me, it could have been anybody else. I mean, we have a great atmosphere here, and we're going to try to keep it that way.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Nathaniel Rogers.
Thanks, Nathaniel. And what a cool story for Gage and the team.
Speaking of Gage and the team, let's go ahead and take a look at the next first home game of the season. After a 2-1 series win against Akron last week, the 2-4 Leathernecks came home for their first home matchup of the season. By the way, the earliest in Western Illinois baseball history against the Bees of St. Ambrose. We're going to start this matchup up in the fourth inning with the Leathernecks up 7-1. Coburn at bat with a runner on third. Perfectly hits a line drive out to shallow center for the RBI single. That advances the lead to 8-1. The Leathernecks in front. Isaiah Mungie batting immediately after, driving this one deep to center field. Moving back, and it bounces off the wall. Coburn all the way from first, rounding third, and scoring without a play. Mungie gets the RBI double. Now onto the seventh inning, the Leathernecks pounding it on. 9-3, Cameron Link up to bat, fresh off the bench, giving it a drive deep to right center field. Runners on first and second, and the center fielder tracks it back but is unable to make the grab. Hits the wall hard, as you saw there. 2 runners score. It's a 2-run triple for Cameron Link, and it's 11-3, Western Illinois in front. Left-handed batter Paul Osteen up at the plate with Link on third, hitting one to left field, and it's going to be a sacrifice fly. Link tags up and scores for the Leathernecks' 12th run of the game, 12-3 the score, and we'll finish things off here in the ninth inning. 2 outs. Leathernecks up 12-3. This one hit out towards left center field. Cameron Link making the catch, and that recaps the end of this one. The Leathernecks advance to 3-4 on the season. That's their best start in 14 seasons. The Bees fall to 3-5 on the season after that tough loss. The Leathernecks will play their second game of a 3-game stretch today at Louisiana Monroe at 4 o'clock. Coverage of the game can be found on ESPN+.
The Leatherneck softball team erupted for 21 runs last Wednesday in a win over Alabama A&M. A third of their runs came from the bat of junior Peyton Brown, who went 3 for 5 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs. The 7 runs batted and set a new WIU school record. Leatherneck Insider reporter Cody Gill had the chance to speak with Brown about her record-setting game.
WIU softball player Peyton Brown had a career game last Wednesday, going 3 for 5 with 3 home runs and 7 RBIs in a 21-5 rout of Alabama A&M. With 7 RBIs set WIU softball single-game record. Brown, however, doesn't give herself much of the credit, as she gave most of the credit to her teammates.
I mean, it feels amazing, and that's not possible without my teammates. I mean, my teammates getting on base, and I mean, I think this is one of the strongest lineups we've had at the university. So having this lineup and knowing that I can come up with runners on base and, you know, put my team on the board and give them some RBIs and hopefully win some games is a great feeling.
On top of giving her teammates plenty of credit, Brown also explains how the preparation the team goes through gives a major advantage to their success offensively.
I will say the day before we faced a lot of the pitchers that we saw in that game, that second game, and I think the preparation that we had the week prior really helped kind of strengthen our lineup and hitting off of those pitchers. And, you know, it's always helpful when you see the pitchers the day before and kind of know what they're spinning, know what they're throwing, you know what to hunt. So I would just say just the preparation and experience.
Reporting for Leatherneck Insider, I'm Cody Gill.
Thanks, Cody. The softball team is in Lindenwood Invite today, where they play at 11:30 a.m. against Indiana State and 2 p.m. against Valparaiso. Good luck, Leathernecks.
Coming up after the break, we spoke with Mana Fawcett and we take a look at what's ahead for the two of us.
Not W?
It's not W, it's W. 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 That's what I've been stressing out about the most so far. Is saying W because I know it's something you're going to say right. Yeah, we've been there.
They're like, we're waiting on, what are we waiting on?
They haven't said it. I said we're ready to go. We can start.
Hello everyone, I am Will Thomas.
And I'm Dane Mackley. Welcome to this week's edition of Leatherneck Insider.
Western Illinois University. Our beginnings in 1902 focused on providing affordable teacher education training. We've changed with the times and excelled through the years. Today, Western is positioned for the next 100 years and beyond. Affordability of diverse academic programs, outstanding learning opportunities, and hands-on experiences provide excellent job placement for our graduates. This is Western, forever Western.
Leatherneck Insider reporter Glenn Novak spoke to WIU women's tennis player Mana Fawcett about her recent success and earning conference recognition.
I talked to Western Illinois women's tennis player Mana Fawcett about her recent accomplishment being named OVC Doubles Players of the Week with fellow teammate Jessica Hess.
Jess and I, we have really good energy on the court. We match well personality-wise, I would say. So I know that if I start to go down or whatever, Jess will pick me up, and same thing for her. And I feel like a lot of the times when we're in tough points in the match, I realize that a lot of the time we tell each other, don't worry, I got you. Like, you know, you can trust me, I got you. You know, where you're struggling, I can pick you up kind of thing. And I think that's really important in a doubles team. That's why we've been successful. Yeah.
Fawcett also talked about the differences between singles and doubles matches.
So singles and doubles is a little bit different. I think I enjoy doubles more just because there's more fun in it because you have another person. For sure, you feel like you have more court because in a doubles match you have the entire line surface, whereas in the singles you don't get the alleys, but you have two people. So it's the strategies are different. I feel like the energy is different. In singles you hit every ball, in doubles you have to share, but every ball means more almost in doubles just because the space is more limited. So mentally, how you approach the different matches, I honestly feel like my mentality in doubles is just to have fun. And then in singles, you know, it's just all about trying to get every ball, basically.
Recently, Fawcett also earned OVC Singles Player of the Week. I asked Fawcett how she has improved her game from last season.
Yeah, I definitely feel that I am a different player from last season. I did a lot of training over the summer. I did a lot of lifting, so I feel like I got stronger, and just my mentality is a lot different from last season. But I also think that I'm just playing more free. So I feel like I'm playing more myself now this season than I was last. So, and I'm just enjoying it more too.
Reporting from Leatherneck Insider, I'm Glenn Novak.
Thank you, Glenn. The women's tennis team plays today at home against Milwaukee.
Well, with that, Kobe, I think we have some special announcements here. You want to start?
Yeah, I can start. I have accepted a full-time position to be a production assistant for the Chicago Sports Network
Kobe.
back home in Chicago. What about
awesome.
you, Kaden? I think you got some special news as well.
Yeah, no, I just accepted the job offer this week. We had the same timeline and whatnot. So I'm going down to Louisville. We'll be working for the Louisville Bats production team all season long. So I have no idea what channels those will be on, but the AAA affiliate of the Cincinnati Reds. So we're both kind of riding off together, Kobe. That's kind of crazy. I mean,
it should be fun. I think it'll bring some some different challenges, but it's been a fun ride here.
No, it has been a fun ride. Appreciate everyone that's been a part of it. And Kobe, I'm glad that you've been a part of it. I've always enjoyed our friendship.
Same for you.
It's good. It's good, Kobe. You ready to wrap it up?
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up here for this edition of Leatherneck Insider. So be sure to stay connected on socials at Insider WIU. And for the last time, I'm Caden Strens.
And I'm Kobe Blackmon. It's been a pleasure serving you for the last 4 years. And of course, once Leatherneck, always a Leatherneck.